Welcome, movie fans, to the latest episode of the Summer Movie Draft. We are dealing with the 13th week of our game, and this is the weekend box office numbers coming in from the August 14th to 16th weekend. Joining me for this particular episode is one of our players who has a game in the a movie in the game this particular past weekend, and that would be Mitch.
Hi, everyone.
Hey there, Mitch. Okay, so every single episode, we start off with what have you seen since the last time you've been on?
Oh, what I've seen has actually been The Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I enjoyed both. I had a great time. I went in Odyssey with medium expectations that I'd like it, and I turned out loving it a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was a good time and interesting social political implications compared to The Dark Knight. But we don't really need to go into that without
exactly.
spoilers.
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. We could set something aside for that a little later on. Yeah.
Today I tried to see The Samurai and the Prisoner, but the cinema was sold out. So I'll try that the next couple of days.
Right.
I was trying to see The End of Oak Street. I was so excited because it's Ewan McGregor and dinosaurs.
Yep.
But as soon as I saw the advertisements, I was immediately turned off the movie.
Oh.
Are you familiar with the advertisements?
Yes, I am familiar with the advertisements, yes.
For the listeners, they used an AI podcast with dogs to promote the movie.
Really have no idea who thought that would be a good idea in this climate nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see creating AI humans. Okay, I can see maybe that sort of thing. You know what would have been funnier? Freaking dinosaurs doing it. Like if they had...
I don't know. I think it'd be better if they didn't use AI because the social climate right now is no AI.
No, for sure, yes. But again, but it was unfortunate that
like they did from the brief photos I saw, they replicated the dog that's in the film. So I guess they're trying to do the dog getting interviewed.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, of course, that makes more sense. That makes a little bit of sense.
The marketing department's thought process. They completely ignored that AI is not very favorable amongst a lot of people. And like last year, I had said people want to see dinosaur movies.
Yes.
When Jurassic Park came out. It doesn't matter if it has a name attached, like a brand. Dinosaur movies will sell.
Yep.
And then you get Ewan McGregor, you get Anne Hathaway,
Obi-Wan
Kenobi, and we just had Anne Hathaway as Penelope in Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, we also had her in Devil Wears Prada earlier this year as well. This is her third movie this year.
Yeah. So this should have been an easy sell.
Yeah.
It should have been so easy. So I'm very sad. Yeah. It did okay on box office numbers wise, like yay that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Did you see anything this week, Troy?
Unfortunately, this summer has decided to be a summer of budget woes for Troy. Whereas last year I was getting out to see a movie or two every weekend because there was no plans. But unfortunately, this particular summer has decided, there's an event Troy wants to go to. There's a convention Troy wants to go to. There's another convention Troy wants to go to and all that sort of thing. So unfortunately, any sort of free cash that Troy has that would have been spent on going to see movies, unfortunately. I did, however, buy my tickets for Doomsday.
Right. I remember you talking about that one.
Yeah, I did scrounge up enough money to get that. I got them on the second week of them being out when they added more screens.
Okay.
So the movie I'm going to go see with the people I'm going to go see it with is a 10:30 showing on the Friday, which is what we wanted to do. We wanted to get that opening evening as best as possible, and we are going to watch the movie in Screen X. So that's the one where the movie is projected on the side of the walls as well. So yeah.
Have you experienced Screen X yet?
I have not. I have heard very favorable reviews, but the fact that it's not a constant, it's like suddenly all of a sudden, the whole entire theater is lit up, and then it's the screen in front of you, and then the walls are
I'll give you two comments. They're mixed. I saw Aquaman in Screen X and having underwater scenes with all the fish on the side. No, I did enjoy it. That was kind of Then
Yeah.
I saw Wicked with Screen X, and it added absolutely nothing to it, if not just
Really?
confusion and a little
Oh,
disorientation.
wow. Okay.
So like there's a little like motion sickness involved with that one. That,
Ah, I
but
see.
I'm not sold on it yet. It feels like 3D still
Hmm.
for me. So
It still
hopefully
seems, yeah,
for a big budget film like this, because I know they were marketing Spider-Man very heavily for Screen X, almost as if it was
right.
designed for it. I would
For it. Yeah, yeah.
assume or hope that Doomsday kind of follows a similar logic. I haven't talked to
Right,
anyone with
right.
Spider-Man Screen X, so I can't say yay or nay, but I
Hmm.
want to believe.
Just like Fox Mulder. All
Yeah.
right. On that note, let's get into this. So we basically start off every single episode after our little opening chat. We do the domestic weekend box office and all that. Just a little sampling of what happened. And again, domestic is the North American box office, the movies that opened up in our area of the world. And in reverse order, we have quite a few new movies that actually opened in the top 10. And at number 10 would be Vishwantha and Sons, which brought in $1.6 million. I apologize for the pause there. I just wanted to make sure that I had the word in my head before I actually said it out loud and stumbled through it. Are you looking at the word as well?
I thought it was Vishwanath.
Vish.
F. Like VISH
Oh, you are correct.
WANATH.
Vishwath. Yes, you are correct. You are
Vishwanath.
correct. I
I'm not
apologize. Yes.
100%. That was just
Yeah.
my
But no, yours sounds more plausible than mine. But let's move on.
in the
All right.
comments, let us know who was most
Exactly.
right.
Who is more accurate? Yes. In ninth place is One Night Only with $2 million. In eighth place is Toy Story 5 with $2.4 million. Opening in seventh place is The Brink of War with $2.6 million. In sixth place is Six the Musical Live with $3 million. In fifth place, opening in fifth place is Cat's Eye Wild Hearts with $3.9 million. Opening in fourth place, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie with $20 million. In third place, opening is The End of Oak Street with $21 million. In second place is The Odyssey with $23.6 million. And the number one spot this week is Spider-Man Brand New Day with $70 million. So as part of our game, we also have Paw Patrol was one of our movies, the other Dino movie that opened this weekend, and that is owned by our other player, Candace. So there you go. So, I mean, for having to deal with the monstrosity that Spider-Man and the Odyssey are doing, technically, End of Oak Street was the highest grossing brand new movie that came out domestically this week. So
The Superior Dinosaur movie? Shrug?
yeah, by about $1 million. Well, actually, less than $1 million, actually. But yeah, so there you go. Now, what we really like to do in this movie is go with the huge numbers, the big box office, and that's where we deal with the actual worldwide. So at the beginning of the game, everyone is given the list of movies that are available between the opening and closing of our game. We then bid on who gets to get the particular movies into their stable, and that's how we divvy up the box office. So whatever money those movies make, that's what goes into everyone's individual keeper, I guess, would be it. So in reverse order, at the very bottom of our list is Corporate Retreat, which is just made just over $300,000. Next is Coralina Carolyn, and no, Candace is not here to correct me. So, which has only brought in $382,000,
Which was some of our money.
which was some of our movie because it was the
Yeah.
one movie that the actual four of us involved in this game actually went out to see on that advanced preview night. What is it called? Mystery Monday or something like that?
Something along those lines.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next on the list is I Want Your Sex, which has a $1.4 million. Teenage Sex and the Death at Camp Miasma is sitting at $1.6 million. Girls Like Girls is next with $2.7 million. Power Ballot is sitting with $3.3 million. Stop That Train is sitting at $4 million. Now, the rest of the movie, we actually do have a ranking. We use the Box Office Mojo top 200 list, and they have a list of all the movies that have opened in a particular years. And obviously, we're dealing with the 2026 season. So the movies that are part of our game are the ones that I'm going to read off, because I'm not going to read off 200 titles right now, because some of them are quite ridiculous. Out of our game, in 197th place is Ice Cream Man, speaking of AI, with $4.4 million. In 155th place is Super Troopers 3 with $6.9 million. 139th place is The Death of Robin Hood with $8.4 million. In 136th place is Leviticus with $8.5 million. In 130th place is I Love Boosters with $9.7 million. 119th place is One Night Only with $12 million. In 88th place is Pressure with $19.5 million. In 87th place, The Breadwinner with $20.2 million. In 86th place is Hadestown the Musical with $20.6 million. 69th place has Jackass Best and Last with $27.7 million. 65th place is Passenger with $31.6 million. Entering the top 200 at 53rd place is The End of Oak Street with $47 million. In 52nd place is Young Washington with $47 million as well, but it was 40 compared to the 47,000 and that The End of Oak Street. Entering the top 200 at 43rd place is Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, with $68.7 million. Now, a little caveat to that, internationally, Paw Patrol got released the previous week. So it got a week advance, but we didn't start counting it until open box office for domestically. So it actually had a little bit of a head start. So that's the reason why it beat out Oak Street for the international. In 42nd place is Evil Dead Burn with $71.4 million. 34th place is Masters of the Universe with $113.7 million. 32nd place is Supergirl with $126.3 million. 20th place is Scary Movie with $231.8 million. 18th place is Disclosure Day with $240.6 million. In 14th place is Moana with $293 million. In 13th place is Star Wars The Mandalorian Grogu with $345 million. 11th place is Backroom with $393.1 million. 10th place is Minions and Monsters with $492.5 million. In third, Toy Story 5 with $1,114.7 million. In second place is The Odyssey with $1,290.9 million. And so far, out of the top 200, the number one movie this year so far is Spider-Man Brand New Day, currently sitting with $2,021.8 million. So we our movies are lowballed and all of a sudden just rocket to the sky and all that sort of thing. So when you take all the movies that are in our game and you combine the whole entire pot together, we are currently sitting at $7,030,349,914, which is quite an impressive amount of money at this time. And yet again, I keep forgetting to check on last year's numbers at this point, which might be, again, a little skewed because we actually started this game a couple of weeks later than we normally did, because we usually start at the very beginning of May. Fortunately, the guy that I am pointing at right now, which would be me, messed up on some rearranging of stuff, and we had to start the game a little later than usual.
This might be for a future episode, but I feel this year we have a lot more like big blockbuster titles. Whereas
yes, that is
last year when we made our picks, there was like 3 or 4 that we thought were definitive winners. Like like Lilo and Stitch, for example, comes to mind, and Jurassic Park. And we thought if you got one, you won. Whereas this year, I feel we have like The Odyssey, Spider-Man, Toy Story, were all big tent poles, and I still think there's a few others that are in similar box office, maybe not as high, but at least propping a lot of people up. There's a lot more bigger films, which makes me hopeful that more people are going to cinemas. So it might
Oh,
be a
for sure.
trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at it, we are basically past the halfway mark in the year for movies. And I
Hmm.
believe there are 5 movies so far that have crossed the $1 billion
Yeah.
mark. Not only the top three in what our game is playing of Spider-Man Odyssey and Toy Story, but in fourth place is the biopic Michael.
Yeah.
And in fourth place is the first movie this year to break $1 billion. That's what I said.
Fifth
To
place.
break $1 billion is the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So
Yes. And
yeah,
those
so that's yeah.
were, yeah, that makes sense. I forgot the Mario film came out this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And but really close to that line is like Devil Wears Prada 2 is
Hmm.
close to. I mean, it's not going to make $1 billion, but it's
No.
in like the top $800 million, as well as the space movie with the talking rock and the Canadian guy Gosling, and that is called.
Mary?
I knew I'd get it on my own. Hail
Yeah,
Mary.
I
So
believed
yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. Look,
Yeah.
I'd show you my screen. I'm just looking at the list of stuff that I have written out in front of me. So yeah, the box office, and like again, like I keep repeating from previous weeks, people are mentioning
Yeah.
that this is currently looking to be the biggest box office since pre-COVID, which
Yeah.
is a fantastic thing to be
And
seeing. Like people are finally getting back out there.
and we saw good hints of this earlier this year with Backrooms, Obsession,
Mm-hmm.
even Iron Lung, which didn't do like crazy, like
Yep,
compared to
yep.
those numbers, but it did all very well for a
Mm-hmm.
small, like independently financed film.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a great sign that people want to get back to cinemas.
Yeah.
Um, no, it's great to hear. Great to see.
And and also putting Obsession on that list that you just mentioned is a perfect example too, because this movie within its first couple of weeks actually started making more movie money than the previous week just because of word of mouth. It is
Yep.
actually the 8th highest grossing movie of the year so far, which is phenomenal for that sort of situation.
And that movie has seen like there's a lot of criticism around the film Obsession with financing and money, especially
Yeah,
with the star indie. I apologize for her last name. I believe it's Navarrete. How she didn't see any work after filming it in the initial release. She was doing YouTube videos, and just this weekend she was announced to play Rogue for
yeah,
X-Men.
exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm so glad that she's able to make big gains from that film.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to mention something about that. But I think the reason why she wasn't getting that because she was probably approached early to play
Maybe.
the rogue character and
Yeah.
was told to keep because you know how Marvel is with their
Yeah,
secrets
it's
and all
fair.
that, unless you're Tom Holland
Well,
or Mark,
there's
Mark
lie. You
Ruffalo
just lied to
sometimes. Yeah,
Tom.
yeah, exactly.
But like
But yeah,
last
so
TIFF, I walked out of Obsession saying she has to be in more movies. She must be
yeah,
cast.
oh for
And
sure.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad she's getting the recognition.
yeah,
But yeah, you're totally right. She was probably approached late 2025
yeah. Oh
after
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
purchase of the film
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Beta's. I mean, for a, I guess it would it be her feature appearance?
for Obsession.
Yeah, for Obsession, would it have been? I don't know
Um,
if it, but whatever. It's early in her career because she's not that old to begin with, which
yeah,
is
she's mid
also
20s, I
a
think.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
She well, she was in a bunch of TV shows like Superman and Lois,
gotcha.
13 Reasons Why.
Okay,
Obsession is her breakout film.
gotcha. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, again, like I said, we got a grand total of 7 billion, all of that, and to divvy up, we actually decide to put placements where everybody is. So in obviously reverse order because it's more dramatic that way. In fourth place, out of a four-person game, we have Candace sitting at $1,047,500,000. In third place is Mitch with $1,610,700,000. In
Thank you.
second place, what was that?
I was thanking you.
There you go. In second place is Dan with $1,963,300,000, leaving first place with me with $2,408,600,000. And of course, I paid a pretty penny to get Spider-Man on my list, and it is definitely paying off.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because I really have nothing else. I mean, I might get some extra cash from Resident Evil when it opens and all that sort of thing, but yeah, that's
I'm not catching you unless the Avengers re-release just does insane. Like, yeah, I don't think I'm catching up.
But I could totally see, because it's being touted as a different version of the Avengers, so technically it's not going to be counted towards the previous one. So we'll actually have its own solid base. But I think the fact that we are doing a Doomsday mix-up, and like it might drive enough people to the theaters. I don't think we're going to get like Spider-Man $2 billion.
No.
I think it's going to do a little better than I think everyone is expecting. So
yeah, I'm like, what, 500 mil behind you, something like
that? You are at 1.6 billion. I'm at 2.4 billion.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to make that difference. Maybe I'll compete with Dan, but I'm pretty sure you two are the top two.
Yeah. Whereas I spent all of last year in the basement. So yeah,
it's a change of philosophy. My strategy that worked last year does not work this year. It
does not. Yeah,
it did not. Yeah. It was what we thought was going to be the moneymaker last round is what we got to this time. And my diversifying my portfolio, the market crashed, unfortunately. Yeah, we got recession going on. Yeah.
And even with just 4 of us in this game, it's still kind of like it's like a house of cards sort of thing that we're playing with. So all right, so that's going to lead us up until next this upcoming weekend, which is the 21st to the 23rd. And the movies that are part of our game that are opening up this upcoming weekend is Mutiny, the movie that is owned by Mitch, the comedy Spa Weekend, which is owned by Candace, and the horror film Insidious Out of the Further, which is my movie. So I'm hoping for a little extra scratch on the Insidious going back to the well yet again. So there was supposed to be a secondary Insidious movie that was supposed to be coming out this year. As of right now, it does not appear. It's listing that it's going to be releasing, and some places are listing that it's going to be pushed off. So we'll find out. If we get an extra movie out there for me, then yay. But I don't know if I'm going to get 2 movies out this particular weekend. But at least it is still slated as Insidious Out of the Further. So there we go. All right. So you got anything else to add to this particular episode there, Mitch?
No, just the usual. Support your local cinemas. Go get out there, help them out.
Yes. Again, go out and see the movies, because the only way we're going to get summers or just years of a box office hits like we are getting is by proving to those that make those movies that they can make money at the box office, because we're going to go see those movies. So it's all up to you, people. You're the reason why we're getting fantastic movies in the theaters and not being thrown up onto Netflix and where they disappear like 2 or 3 weeks later because a crap load of other stuff come out. So yeah. All right. So that being said, thank you, Mitch, for joining me. Thank you, audience, for listening and playing along with our game. And until next time, we'll see you at the box office. This has been the Summer Movie Draft, a Planet Geek production. Please be sure to subscribe, download, comment, share, rate, and review. You can follow Planet Geek Productions on all of our social medias. Through Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Tumblr, and Letterboxd, search for Planet Geek Productions. On X, former Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, search for Planet Geek Pod. Or you can send us an email at planetgeekpod@gmail.com. If you'd like to contribute to our GoFundMe, or just buy us a coffee, check out our GoFundMe and Ko-Fi links in the description. Thanks for tuning in.